Hey guys, so today I wanted to tell you a little bit of my story. Currently, you're propped up on a popcorners box and a mac and cheese box, so, today I just wanted to talk to you guys about my story with hormonal imbalances, PCOS, all that fun junk, and it's not fun, but all of that stuff, and just kind of give you some hope for your future, to encourage you, because I know sometimes it is hard, and by sometimes I mean a good majority of the time. And so I just wanted to be that person to encourage you and let you know that I'm here for you and that I care for you. But I just want to start off by saying, like, a disclaimer, like, this is my journey. If it's not as bad as yours, like, that's our journey. Like, we all have our own journeys. And so basically, it kind of starts about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I started taking the pill, which was horrible. Honestly, the pill, in my opinion, is the worst thing that ever happened to me. So I got on it right before I got married. My husband and I did not want to have a baby. And so I got on hormonal birth control. And for a while, I thought it was the coolest thing because my face kind of cleared up, but I realized very quickly, maybe like a month in, that I was acting legit crazy. I felt like I was not my own person. I felt like I couldn't control what I was doing, what I was saying. It was really weird. I felt sad. I didn't want to have sex, all of those things. And so I switched my birth control pretty fast. And the second one, same story, not good. I was on it for a couple months and I started gaining weight. I probably gained around 20 pounds in like a span of like 3 months, which that might not seem like a lot to you. I don't know if it does, but for me, it was kind of heartbreaking. I had just gotten married. I was on top of the world, and then on the other hand, I had this complete like different story happening. Like, I didn't feel like myself. I didn't want to have sex. I was gaining weight. I didn't feel like myself in my own body. And so I decided probably like 7 months into marriage that I was going to get off birth control. And so we had to deal with the fact, like, yeah, there are more opportunities for us to get pregnant. But deep down I knew that this was the right decision for me, for us, and for my family, for me and my husband. I just felt like if I'm not going to feel like myself and I'm not going to be who I need to be, then what am I doing? Why am I taking this drug just to not get pregnant? And so I decided to switch to a thing called the Daisy, which I love. I did end up selling it because my hormones are jacked right now. I'm believing that they're going to get better, but I was on using the Daisy for probably about a year, probably a year. I bought it, and so what it does is you take your temperature every morning and it tells you if you can have sex or not have sex unprotected. And so for that, I loved it. I thought it was great, but I didn't fully trust it because my periods were never regular. But I know that it's a good device, so if you use it, that's awesome. I believe in it. I just know that for me, my hormones were so jacked up that it would say that my period was supposed to come in like a week, and it would come in like 4 weeks. And so it was just constantly seeing my cycle be way longer than expected or way shorter. Sometimes I had like 15-day cycles, and so I know some people like completely lose their period, so I'm thankful that I at least have one, but it was so irregular and so painful. And so I just, deep down, I knew something was off. And so a little bit about me is I've never really gone to the doctor growing up. My parents were pretty natural people. I wouldn't say we're like all the way on the spectrum, like we don't take medicine or anything. Like, I take ibuprofen, I take all the medicine, but I was just, like, fear had a hold of me when it came to going to the doctor. And I just remember being like, no, like, I told my husband, like, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. Like, what if they tell me something wrong? But deep down I knew something was off. Like, my body wasn't producing what I needed it to produce, wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And so I went to the doctor, and that was probably the biggest win for me there's two big wins. It was going to the doctor and getting my blood drawn. And so I just want to encourage you, like, if you're scared to go to the doctor to find answers, like, God wants to go. God wants to be with you. You're gonna make through it, make it through. And so just to encourage you, like, if you have fear holding you when it comes to going to the doctor, like, God will be with you, and knowing answers really is helpful. And so I went to the doctor. I was really nervous. I didn't want to go. I literally had like 3 doctor's appointments scheduled last year, and I just couldn't do it. Like, I kept canceling them. And so I found a doctor. She's a nurse midwife practitioner, and so she is awesome. And I had some people tell me I need to go to her, and so I booked the appointment. The day of, I'm freaking out, but I also had like peace. So something I always go with is peace. And so through the fear, through the anxiety that I was feeling about going to the doctor, I still had peace deep down. And so I went to the doctor. And so the appointment was awesome. The doctor was awesome. And so this really is one of my main points for a PCOS or a hormonal imbalance journey, is find a doctor, find a naturopath, find someone that cares, that listens to what you're saying and believes that what you're saying is true and that they want to help you. I know sometimes it can feel like you go to a doctor and they just see your issues and they want to give you X, Y, and Z, and then they send you out the door. But find a doctor that will sit down with you, that will hear your story, that will care for you, and honestly just be someone that wants to hear what you have to say. And so I went to the doctor. She listened to me, she cared for me, and I was there for probably like 35 minutes, but I told her my whole story that I'm saying now, and she just listened. And so honestly, I just told her that my hormonal imbalances started before I got on birth control, and they just ramped up the moment I went on birth control. And she was saying, yes, you could have PCOS. It's kind of hard to diagnose. You don't really know. Well, come to find out, a lot of my balances, my hormones, I got a blood test because that was she told me, yeah, you should go get your blood tested. And so I went and got my blood tested, and yeah, they took it right here. And I kind of joked around about it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me, the link's in the bio. But I said, like, wow, I finally got poked and prodded or whatever. But like, seriously, it was such a big deal for me. My husband went with me. For years, I'd been so scared. I never got my blood tested, and I'm 21 years old and never had like that experience. And so I was really nervous, but I did it. I got through it. And again, I just felt the Lord's peace. He was with me. I know that I couldn't have done it on my own. It wasn't in my own strength. It was truly in His. And so I'm thankful for that. I just feel like through this journey, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have like something. I don't know what I would do without God in this journey. And so I'm like not through it. Obviously, there's still a lot of unknowns about why my body is doing this, but I have something to hold on to. And so she had me get my blood tested. She also had me cut out dairy, which she didn't tell me to cut out gluten, but she had mentioned like in the future it might be something we want to go to. And so I just dove right in. And so after that, I went dairy-free for about a week. And then just to see how I felt, and then I went dairy-free and gluten-free. So now I've been about a month in dairy-free and gluten-free, and I feel good. In another video that I'm going to post, I talk about how I've gained so much weight over the past couple years, and so I really did want to lose weight, but I have to keep reminding myself, like, it's not to lose weight to look good for someone else. It's to feel healthy. And so wherever my body wants to kind of stall or stop losing weight is where I want to be. I want to be at that healthy balance. And so right now I do feel healthy, and I'm trying to learn to love my body in this way, like I used to love it when I was a lot skinnier. And so that's been a hard challenge, but just to encourage you, like, your body is the temple, your body is awesome, your body is made in the image of God. And so wherever you are right now, just know that you can fall in love with your body where it's at now. You don't have to be 20 pounds lighter. You don't have to be curvier if you're smaller. You can fall in love with your body now. And so I'm just trying to learn that and believe that. And so as I'm saying it to you, I'm trying to believe it for myself. And so I have been gluten-free, dairy-free for about a month. And so I feel like my body is just naturally staying where it is. And so I'm okay with that. I'm trying to learn that that might be where my body wants to be, and I have to be okay with that. And so I'm trying to get into a exercise routine, which I hate exercising. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And so that's been hard, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. I'm believing it and I'm saying it. And so just honestly, changing my diet has been and it's been hard. It's been really hard, and I'm just trusting that if the doctor says it, that she believes that it could have something to do to help me. So I've changed my diet. She's put me on some supplements, not medications yet. We're waiting on getting the last couple of test results, and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So maybe I can make a video about that after I get them. But she's had me take curcumin and fish oil, and so obviously a lot of people take fish oil. So I'm taking that now, and I feel like it might be helping. I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna talk to the doctor. I want her to explain it a little bit more. And that comes to another point, like have your doctor explain something. If you don't understand why they're telling you to take X, Y, and Z, and you don't understand why they're having you take out gluten and dairy, then ask them why. For me, she explained it really well, but find your doctor, find an advocate, someone that wants the best for you. And that's my story. That's where I'm at right now. I'm honestly just looking to be healthy. I want to feel better. I want to feel like myself again, even though I've been off birth control for about a year or so. Like, I haven't gotten pregnant. I haven't had any issues with that. And so I'm just trying to believe that one day I will be able to get pregnant. And I know with PCOS and all of those things, it's really hard. So I'm with you if you're going through that right now. I'm praying for you and believing that there's hope for you, that it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. And so that's my story. This has all come about in the last month or so because I went to the doctor, and so just it's all new, and so I just wanted to explain it to whoever's watching and just be a light for you. Just know that you're not alone. Find a doctor that cares for you. Do what they say. They want to do the best for you if you believe that they're caring for you. And know that there's so many people going through this journey with you, and so you're not alone. God is with you, and if you don't know God, find a church that believes the Bible, that believes good things. And I know for me that has been a huge part of my testimony, my story with hormonal imbalances. And so choose joy, believe the best. There are new things coming for you. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.